morning, my dear students of class 3. Children, welcome you once again for the online sessions of your science class. Children, in this session, we are going to cross verify the answers of your lesson 1 and 2. So, before we shall start, we shall have a pencil and an eraser handy, okay, children? So that you can write your answers. So, let us see. Children, please open your books. That is your first lesson, Eating Habits of Animals. In this lesson, we learnt about what is the different type of eating habits of animals, how animals eat, and what is the food chain. Right, children? So, here in the page number 11, you have an activity, that is unscrambling the word and matching with the eating habit of the animals. So here we have WOC. You will have to unscramble and write cow. And cow eats grass. It's a herbivorous animal. Lion. It eats flesh. It is a carnivorous animal. Bear. It eats both. It's an omnivorous animal. So let's go on to the next page. That is page number 14. Here you are having a small activity again. Cross the odd animals from each of the following. Okay. So first one is lion, elephant, fox and sheep. Okay. So we shall move on to the exercise. Here the exercise you can see. So first one you can mark monkey, children. This is fill in the blanks with the correct words. The first one is monkey. Second one is omnivorous. Third one is herbivorous. Fourth one you have two dashes. First you will write front and the second you will write gna. And fifth one you will write carnivorous in the first fill up and the second you will write herbivorous. Okay, children. Then we will move on to the third main, which is your true or false. Write T for the true and F for the false statement. Okay. So here the first one goes with the false. Second one is false. Third one is true. Fourth one is true. And the fifth one is also true. So we shall move on with the choose the correct answer. First one all of these. Second one all of these. And third one is sheep, that is C1, which is sheep and giraffe. Okay. So here we have fourth one, which is both A and B. Fifth one we have dog. Sixth one we have sticky tongue. Seventh one is plant. Eighth one is frog. Okay, children. Now we shall move on to the next main, that is write short answers for the type of questions here. Give one word for the following. Animals that eat only plants as food is herbivorous. Animals that eat the flesh of the other animal is carnivorous. Animals that eat plants as well as the flesh of the other animal is omnivorous. The process in which the animal swallows its food once and later bring it back into its mouth and keep chewing, that is called as chewing the cud. A chain in which plants are eaten by animals and then animals are eaten by the other animals, that is food chain. Okay, children. Give one example for the following. So you can give two examples for each of the following here. Omnivorous, bear and crow. Animals that gnaw, rat and squirrel. Animals that chew the cud, sheep and cow. Animals that suck liquid food with the help of a tube, honeybee and butterfly. Let us move on to the answer the following question. So your first question is, What is a herbivorous? Give two example. Okay. So the answer goes, yeah, animals that eat only plants as food are known as herbivorous. The example are cow and goat. Animals that eat only plants as food are known as herbivorous. Example, cow and goat. Your second question goes, with what do we mean by chewing the cud? Here the answer goes, the process in which the animal swallows its food once and later bring it back into its mouth and keeps chewing is known as chewing the cud. The process in which the animal swallows its food once and later bring it back into its mouth and keeps chewing is known as chewing the cud. So what is the third one? What kind of teeth do carnivores have? Carnivores such as lion, tiger and fox have very sharp pointed front teeth to tear the flesh. Carnivores such as lion, tiger and fox have very sharp pointed front teeth to tear the flesh. Okay. What kind of teeth do How does a frog catch its prey? A frog has a long, sticky tongue which helps catching its prey. A frog has a long, sticky tongue which helps catching its prey. Okay, children. Describe a food chain with the help of an example. The eating habit that show how plants are eaten by animals and animals are eaten by other animals is known as a food chain. Example, grass is eaten by a grasshopper and the grasshopper is eaten by a frog and the frog is eaten by a python and the python is eaten by a eagle. This is a food chain. Okay, you can draw it neatly in your books, children. The eating habit that show how plants are eaten by animals and animals are eaten by other animals is known as a food chain. Example, grass is eaten by a grasshopper and the grasshopper is eaten by a frog. Frog is eaten by a python and the python is eaten by an eagle. Okay. So these are the 5 answers for your questions. So hope you have done it correctly. So now we shall move on to our second lesson. Before going to your second lesson, children, we have another activity here that is in the page number 18. Okay. So here you can see there are the spellings, okay, where they have given you to write. Recall and complete the concept map given below. So eating habits of animals, how animals eat. Okay, the first one is plant eating animals. It's known as herbivorous. Second one, flesh eating animal, that is carnivorous. And the third one is both plant and flesh eating animal is omnivorous. Now here, cow and buffalo chew the cud. A rabbit and rat gnaw. Right, children? So you can see G-N-A-W, gnaw. lion and tiger tear the flesh. Snake, swallows, insects suck their food. Frog, sticky tongue. Okay, children. So here now we will move on to our second lesson. What is the second lesson? It is keeping safe, right? So here we learned how to be safe in your home, in your school and on the road. And also we studied about what is a first aid. Children, I have given an activity of preparing an first aid kit. So I want you all to prepare your first aid kit, write your names and post it in the group. Okay, children? So let us move on to our first main, that is our first exercise. Here fill in the blanks with the correct words. Okay, so here you should write should in the first one, second one should not, third one should not, fourth one should, fifth one should. Then again we have write true or false for the statements. So here you can see the first one is false statement, second one is false statement, third one is also a false statement, fourth one is a false statement, and fifth one is also a false statement. Then we'll move on to the next main, that is choose the correct answer. First one is electric wires and plugs, that is C1. Second one is all of these. You will mark all of these. Fourth one yellow. Fifth one all of these. Then sixth one first aid. Then again seventh one is gas stove, that is C. Eighth one is B, stand in a queue. Okay, children. Now we will move on to the next main, that is very short type answers. Give one word for the following. The first one, a special part of the road marked with black and white lines used to cross the road, that is zebra crossing. White and red light says, sorry children, here second one, an underground path used to cross a busy road, that is subway. Third one, what a red light says, it says stop, right? Now give two examples for the following. Sharp objects that can cause harm at home. The sharp objects that can cause harm at home are knife and scissors. So we shall move on to the next main here. Next one, that is second one. What we can use to cross a road safely, that is we need to use the zebra crossing and subway. Okay, now color of a traffic light, it is red, yellow and green. Content of a first aid box, so you can write anything, okay, that I have written, which is the most important, that is band-aid and the cotton, okay, which I have written. So here we shall move on to the question answers. How can we avoid injuries? Okay, so here the answer is here children, okay, write this as an answer. We can avoid injuries by following some simple safety rules. We can avoid injuries by following some simple safety rules. Okay? So the second question is, write any 3 rules to stay safe at home. So children, here you can go back to page number 23 and you can see this safety at school and safety at home, right? So the second answer is, you can write any 3 points. Okay, here are the safety rules. Here are some safety rules that you should follow at home. You can write these 3 points. Okay. Do not leave your toys, bags and books lying on the floor. You might trip over them and injure yourself. The second point is, be careful while walking on wet bathroom floors. You might slip on the floor and get hurt. The third one, you can write, never touch electric switches, plugs or wires with wet hands. You might get an electric shock. Do not put your fingers into plug points. Okay. So this is the answer for the second question. So now the third question answer is, so the third question goes, write any 3 rules to stay safe at school. Okay. You will write here. Here are some safety rules that you should follow at school. Okay. So you can write, never run around benches in the classroom. You might fall down and hurt yourself. And do not run while climbing up or coming down the stairs. You might trip and fall down. And then, do not get into or get off a moving bus. Always stand in a queue and wait for your turn. So this will be your third answer. Okay, children. Now we shall see what is your fourth question. What should we use to cross the road safely? So your answer goes like this. Zebra crossing or a subway should be used to cross road safely. Zebra crossing or a subway should be used to cross road safely. Okay, children. Now, the fifth question goes, what is first aid? What is first aid? So, the fifth answer is, the immediate help given to an injured person is called first aid. The immediate help given to an injured person is called a first aid. Okay, children. Now, sixth one is, how should you help a person with cuts and wounds? So, the answer goes like this. By following some guidelines, we can help a person with cuts and wounds. By following some guidelines, we can help a person with cuts and wounds. Firstly, wash your hands. This helps avoid infection. Firstly, wash your hands. This helps avoiding infection. Stop the bleeding. Stop the bleeding. Third one, clean the wound. Then fourth one, apply an antibiotic or a petroleum jelly and cover the wound. Apply an antibiotic, that is your cream, antibiotic cream, or petroleum jelly and cover the wound. And fifth one, get a tetanus shot, that is injection. Get a tetanus shot, which is also known as injection. Okay, children. Now we shall move on to the last part, which is the safety rules should be followed everywhere. Here they have given a chart, right? At home, at school, on the road. Here they have also done first one for you. You can see there. And I have written the second one. Be careful on wet bathroom floor. You will write third one and fourth one. Okay. Here. Never push your friends while playing. And always walk on the footpath. Okay, children. Always walk on the footpath. Okay. So this is your third answer. And finally, we will move on to the first aid kit here. Here, look at this. There is a scissor, band-aid, syringe, tweezers, cotton, antiseptic lotion, gauze, and gloves. So these are the many things which is needed in an first aid kit. I want you all to make your first aid kit and post it in the group. Okay, children? So this is all with your answering sessions. I'll get back to you with our next session of your science class. Until then, please do take care of yourself. Okay? Bye-bye.